Hello everyone, welcome to this video. This video is going to be very different from my usual format, content, and all of the above. I come to you, ooh, and Monarch Butterfly is like trying to get in my house. You can come in, girl. The door's open for you. So, today's video is going to be a bit more serious. It's a story time. It's basically about my experience with, I guess, generally stress and mental health, but also the way that can turn into like a physical ailment. I guess ailment is probably not the right word, for lack of a better word, ailment. And it can manifest itself in physical ways, and your mind and body are so connected, and it's important to take care. Why are all these sounds happening right now? And it's very important to take care of both, not just one over the other. So that is basically the message that's going to be coming out of this video today, based on my experience having Bell's palsy, which I had never heard of until I myself had it. So you can use this video as background noise. You can use it to feel like you have a friend talking to you. You can use it if you are experiencing Bell's palsy yourself right now and you just feel alone and like, what is going on with me? I'm here to normalize what is going on, because I felt better watching videos about it, because people tracked their journeys with it and they were much worse than mine, so I felt kind of more at ease when I watched videos about it. So if you're interested, keep on watching. If not, I'll see you in the next video. Okay, so things are gonna get really serious in this video. Like, I'm gonna be talking about serious life events that have happened to me in the past few years. So here we go. So my entire life, I've pretty much been a very anxious person. I've been overthinking things for as long as I can remember. But it didn't really affect me so dramatically as it did starting in 2017 when I started having panic attacks frequently. They still happen, very far and few between these days, thankfully, but they still do happen. I do have an anxiety panic disorder, unfortunately, but I take medication and, I see a therapist and, I'm on my way to a better life, and I've already had so many improvements. So that's the good stuff out of the way. The negative things, a lot of negative things have happened. I've missed out on a lot of opportunities, in general, like work-wise, friendship-wise, and just like fun. Like, I missed out on a lot of fun. Like, I wasn't able to go see Harry Styles in concert for my birthday in 2018 because I was coming off of medication and trying to switch on to new medication, and I was having withdrawal symptoms and my anxiety was so bad. So that's just an example of how low I had been in the past. So I've been very stressed. Like, stress was like the #1 thing in my life for a long time. So what really set me off was when my mother passed away in May 2019. It happened very suddenly, very quick, and that's traumatic. I still deal with it to this day, trying to rationalize in my head and make sense of things. So that's a huge life event, and that summer, we kind of just had to like grieve in our own time, but I also had side things that I was doing in my life, to make money. I had to pick up a few jobs that my mom had unfortunately left behind because she had made commitments for the summer, obviously not knowing she was going to pass. And I took over for her. She used to do like dog sitting, dog walking jobs. And so I took those over for her, as well as taking on some new clients for myself and my own little like business. I have business cards and everything. So I was doing that pretty much the entire summer. And as fun, as nice as it is to like be with pets and animals, I love dogs and cats so much with all my heart and soul. It's very stressful to have to go, to one house and then the other, and then the next day you have a new family you have to meet in order to watch their pets, and then you're just running around all the time. It's such a joy. Like, that's like the best gig you can probably ever have, the best side gig. But it does get stressful, especially after a traumatic event just happened in your life. So, maybe July, I want to say. This was after I first dyed my hair purple. Fun fact, it used to not be faded pink, it was actually full-on purple. I noticed one day that when I was talking, my lip was like kind of going off to the side a little bit, and I was like not thinking anything of it, because a lot of people, I noticed, like, some people just have a crooked like smile, crooked like the way they talk, whatever. I was like, maybe that's just like something going on, I don't know, maybe it's just a natural little change that's going on in my body, I don't know. I was kind of worried about it. My anxiety was kind of going crazy. I was really stressed in general, so I was just things were racing through my head. So I tried to look up, like, what does it mean when your face, like, goes to the side? Like, I didn't really know how to even Google it. I actually have a video on my channel that I filmed that day that my face was drooping, and you can tell. I'll like link it in the description, but it's so funny looking back at it because I didn't realize how bad it looked. Like, it's kind of funny. So the next day it was worse. Like, my eye, I think it was my left eye, wasn't shutting all the way, and my lip was drooping even further down. And so I was like, Dad, I think I need to go to the like emergency room. So my dad took me to the emergency room. We waited in there for quite a long time. They gave me, I think I was dehydrated, so they were giving me IV fluids. That was the first time I ever had an IV. It was scary and I don't like it. And I think they still have like the little mark, or maybe I'm just imagining things. Probably just imagining things. But we were in there for a few hours, and you know, I got hydrated. I actually had a UTI at the time, so it was very bad timing. I kept having to run to the bathroom, but they basically said that I was clear for that, and I was like, oh, I'm still taking the antibiotics, whatever. So they hydrated me, because I guess I was dehydrated. And basically, after a few hours of waiting around and like waiting for the IV to finish, they told me it's not a stroke, because it kind of resembled a stroke, and I was like, I don't know what's going on with me, so like just help me out here. But they told me it could be Bell's palsy, and it's just, to summarize it in like simple terms, it's basically when the nerves freeze up in your face, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So they gave me a steroid to take for the next week to see if that would help speed up the process of it going away, because you really can't do anything to help it. It kind of has to go away on its own, but they prescribed these to me just, you know, to see like, okay, the steroids might help speed it up. The steroids did not help speed up the process. It actually made me feel worse. I was having heart palpitations, literally. I was sleeping over at this woman's house watching her 2 dogs, and she also had a cat, but it was an outdoor cat, so I completely forgot about her. Oh my god. But I remember being there thinking I was literally going to die. Well, I mean, with my anxiety and panic, I always think like I'm gonna die. Not so much anymore, but like in the middle of the night, I'll just be like, this is it. This is the time. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, life. But I was really feeling this way because of the heart palpitations. I had never felt that in my life before, so I was getting more stressed and more worried, and it just wasn't helping. So I saw my primary care doctor after that, because the hospital told me to have a follow-up with them. So, you know, I paid the copay, I waited to see the doctor, and then I talked to him about a few things, and then he said, you know, you should probably just go see a therapist, because this is linked to stress and blah blah blah. And I was like, I waited all this time in the doctor's office and paid a copay to hear you say to go see a therapist? I was therapist, to say the least, because I had wasted a lot of time and effort and some money. So what I tried to do after that day was to just take it easy. You know, I still had my dog job, so I was still doing my thing, which if I didn't, it probably would have, like, the process would have been sped up a little more, but you know, I had made commitments, so I wasn't gonna back out, just because my face was a little wonky. I actually do have pictures and videos of like me looking at my face and like taking pictures of my face to see like how crazy I look, and I look crazy. Here's the evidence. I can't smile any wider. I look like a corpse. But basically, after it went away, you know, I've had fears of it coming back. I have had actual dreams where it comes back, and like well, I guess I could say nightmares, where it comes back and like I'm terrified, and then I wake up and I'm like, dude, like I don't want this to happen to me again, just because it's embarrassing to like have your face like flopped. And like also, since my eye couldn't shut all the way, like I wasn't getting the moisture in my eye I needed, I had to like tape it shut at night to sleep, and like put eye drops in during the day because it would dry out. Like it was not okay. It was just such a medical mystery to me, but it did end up going away on its own. I sometimes I think it's psychological that I feel like maybe my lips like dip sometimes, and like sometimes I'm like, is my eye okay? And like when my eyes twitch, I'm like, oh god, here we go again. People around me have actually told me that they've had it themselves. It's happened to a lot of people. Like, it's actually very common. Like, I didn't realize until I had it and asked around about it. So that normalized it for me, and I felt okay, and I was like, okay, it's fine. Like, it's happened to other people, it'll go away. Like, I still can't do like that. Like, I used to take pictures like this in middle school. Like, I can do that, but not so much on that side. And my nostrils, can't really tell, but this one flares more. Not that that's important, but that's just something I've noticed. But since then, you know, I've been practicing more mindfulness and, you know, stress reducing activities, and they've really helped me a lot because I get stressed so easily. I let things bug me way too easily, way too often, but these activities ground me and keep me, you know, away from the negativity and help me see positive outlooks and, you know, possibilities in life. Especially, like, I'm still grieving to this day, so that helps a lot too. It just, certain things with taking care of your mental health, and they really are effective. And I know people say it all the time, like, stay hydrated, make sure you're eating, like, meditate, maybe do some yoga. It really does make a huge difference. Also, taking care of your body is taking care of your mind, and taking care of your mind is also taking care of your body. So I decided in the description I'm gonna leave some resources for mental health and also like stress reducing activities that I have found very helpful for me. And I am in such a better place now. Hopefully I'm not jinxing myself. See how I go from positive to negative, and it's just, I'm still working on it, okay? We're all still working on ourselves. But right now where I am today is such a difference from where I was a year ago, even like a month ago. So much improvement, and I truly do think it's from, you know, looking inward and practicing these activities and taking care of myself. And, you know, you watching this, if you have any dwindling hope in your life and like things are going very well for you, I hope that what you can take away from this is, you know, to take more time for yourself and to take more time to take care of your body and your mind, because it's so important. You know, you don't have to go see a therapist. I know, like, that does help a lot to like go to talk to someone, but like there are other ways to help yourself if you're either like financially unable or you just can't like push yourself to go do it. There are so many other things you can do to take care of yourself. So many activities you can pick up, and, you know, hobbies that can ease your mind and, you know, get rid of all the stress going on, at least for a little while. So I hope you enjoyed this story and that you got that out of this video. If you want to hear anything else, like any other stories, let me know. And I also hope you enjoyed my goofy looking face, because it was pretty comical. I'm getting really sweaty sitting here and my battery is about to die. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you hopefully in the next video.